Cunning Man. The old man was part of the pavement. He sat with his back to the soot-stained bricks of an ageing townhouse on Great Russell Street, nestled between a lamp-post and a dust-bin, just a dozen yards from the British Museum. His trench-coat was the colour of pigeons, frayed at the hems, stiff with years of rain. His beard was long and matted, his eyes pale grey, startlingly clear when they fully opened, which was rare. Tourists passed him without seeing. Londoners noticed him even less. He was a shadow behind a folding table, something between a curiosity and a blur. But to the table, cheap plywood and metal legs held a puzzle for the curious. Atop it lay a homemade game board, a 20 by 20 grid drawn in blue biro on cardboard. Inside each square was a tiny sketch, some no more than a few crooked lines, others slightly more detailed. A spoon, a mousetrap, a ring, a cat, a candle, a coffin, a bridge, a noose, a bell. Resting beside the board were two 20-sided dice, chipped and cloudy, and 3 old beer bottle caps flattened by traffic. A handwritten sign propped against the table read, "Fortunes Told." It was nearly 11 when they came, arm in arm, coats half buttoned, laughing too loudly. The young woman noticed him first. She tugged at her partner's sleeve. "Look at that," she said, slowing. The young man, wiry and red-cheeked, groaned. "Oh, don't stare, Lisa." "No, look, he's got a game." She peered down. "Are you all right, sir?" The old man opened one eye. "Nice day, miss. Busy foot traffic. The shadows fall kindly. Thank you for asking." Lisa smiled. "See? He's lovely." The young man grimaced. "He's a tramp, Lisa. Don't encourage him." "Oi!" she snapped, elbowing him slightly. "That's rude." The old man chuckled low and warm. "He ain't wrong. I am homeless, but by choice. My wife passed on 10 years this September. My children grew tall, scattered like thistle in the wind. What need have I of a roof when I carry home in memory?" Lisa's face softened. "I'm sorry." "No need, miss." He waved a hand. "It is what it is. Today's pleasant. You are pleasant. The world is mostly pleasant. I have tea and dice. What more does a man need?" Lisa leaned forward, brushing a strand of hair behind her ear. "Do you really tell fortunes?" The old man smiled. "Not as most think, miss. I am a cunning man." She raised her eyebrows. "A what?" "A warlock, a hedge wizard, a lamp holder, last of my line." "Lamp holder," she repeated, intrigued. "I do not see the future, miss," he said. "No one can. But I can light the path, show others what lies within themselves, hopes, fears, patterns repeating like dreams. The augury reveals what's already there, waiting to be seen." Lisa glanced at the strange board. "And that's what this is?" He nodded. "An augury board, hundreds of symbols, each a cipher. You think on your question, miss. The dice choose 3 coordinates, one for your question's heart, one for the answer within, and one for the action you must consider to take. The bottle caps mark the way." Lisa stepped forward. Her boyfriend pulled at her arm. "Come on, Lise. This is just a waste of time. He's mad." But the old man's eyes caught hers, steady, calm, impossibly clear. She looked away quickly, but the pull remained. "No, I want to try it," she said quietly. "It's just a bit of fun." "But we're going to the cafe," he said, exasperated. "Well, then go," she said. Her words hit him like a slap. He scowled, huffed, but stepped back. "Fine, I'll be at the cafe. Don't blame me when he asks you to join a coven." Lisa ignored him. She sat on a low wooden stool opposite the old man and smiled. "What's it cost?" "Well, whatever you feel it's worth when we're done here, miss." She picked up the dice. They were warm in her hand. "Think now," the old man said. "A question. An honest one. Then roll. The first roll is for the question, the second for the answer, the third for the action. We will mark each with a cap." She closed her eyes, breathing once, twice. Then she rolled. First 12 and 4. The old man counted along the axes of the board and placed down a cap. Second 7 and 19, and another cap. Third 2 and 15, the final cap. He tapped the table. "Done. Let us lift the veil." Lisa looked at the images beneath each bottle cap and felt a shiver climb her spine. She chewed her lip. The old man nodded. "Already you feels it, don't you, miss? The symbolism stirs the waters beneath your waking thoughts." Lisa's mouth felt dry. "What do they mean?" He raised a bushy brow. You tell me. But first, let us see what you asked." He lifted the cap of the first coordinate. The image beneath was a ring. Lisa paled. I wanted to know if Tom and I would marry," she whispered. The old man said nothing, just lifted the second cap. The snake glared at them, fangs bared. Her hands clenched into fists on her lap. "He changes," she said, voice low. "He's different around his mates. He puts on a show. Then with me I don't know. He's cold, like he's pretending to be someone else." "Snakes shed their skins," the old man said gently. "They adapt, sometimes for survival, sometimes for trickery." She blinked, then again, as if waking from a dream. "I don't think I know him," she said. "Not really. Perhaps I never did." Behind her, a voice snapped. "All right, that's enough." Tom had returned, red with embarrassment and anger. "What's he filling your head with? Some kind of New Age crap?" Lisa turned and stared at him. Something was different in her eyes, steely and clear. Tom shifted, unsure now. "I asked about us," she said. "About whether we'd get married." "What, and this joker gave you a snake drawing?" Tom sneered. "I don't think he had to," she said. Tom pointed at the cardboard. "This is madness. You're taking life advice from a tramp with a felt-tip pen." The old man lifted the final cap. A forked path stretched into the distance. Lisa looked at it for a long time. "I think it's clear," she said. "I've been lying to myself. I keep pretending to be happy, that I'll just get used to how you change, but I can't. I won't." Tom scoffed. "So what? You dumping me now because of this circus act?" "No," she said calmly, "because I see the truth. You helped show me that. He just held the lamp." Tom stepped back, stung. "You're mad. He'll regret it." But she was already rising, her back straight, shoulders unburdened. She opened her purse and drew out a crisp £20 note. She slid it beneath the augury board. "Thank you, miss." The old man bowed his head. Lisa walked away without looking back. Tom cursed under his breath and stormed off in the opposite direction. The old man sighed contentedly. He struck a match on the sole of his boot and lit his pipe. Blue smoke curled around him as he settled deeper into his coat. A child pointed at him from across the road. The mother tugged her along. The street rolled forward as it always did, indifferent and alive. The board lay quiet, waiting. The bottle caps gleamed, and the old man, the cunning man, closed his eyes with a smile. Tomorrow would be another fine day.